This is RT International, welcome back. Subterranean Soviet missile stations or tunnels to the center of the Earth. A whole host of theories have emerged after a large hole appeared near Russia's Urals mountain range. An emergency situation committee has yet to say what caused it or how they're responding. Meanwhile, mysterious sinkholes have also appeared elsewhere in the region. Craters have emerged one after another in the second largest city in the Purim region, and residents now fear half of their land could collapse. Some intend to leave their hometown to avoid the danger posed by the craters, while others say that their city is turning into Atlantis, the fictional island that disappeared beneath the sea. Well, we asked a geologist expert what he thinks is happening.
I think that flooding may be a trigger factor for the sinkhole, because when you flood a mine and water moves toward the mine, and then that moving water may trigger the sinkhole. It brings the sands with the movement, and then probably make the buoyancy smaller, so the water was there to hold the rock or the soil, but now water moves away, so the whole support from water disappear, so the gravity played the role.
And 7 giant craters recently appeared across Siberia. The most notorious of the holes on the Yamal Peninsula is almost 80 meters wide, but scientists have no idea how deep it is. As the surrounding area contains the country's biggest methane gas field, scientists believe that may have caused the holes to appear. Waiting online for you. If you declare a new state, prepare to face the consequences. The new micro-state of Enclava, ruled by a bunch of Polish tourists, is forced to move after provoking the anger of Slovenia. Find out more online. And while you're there, explosive love. A French man calls in a fake bomb threat at an airport to delay his beloved's flight. Read all about it at rt.com. Ukraine's President Petro Poroshenko is marking his first year in office. He came to power with a string of uncompromising words and promises. RT's Murat Gazdiev looks at how much he's delivered.
1 year ago, Petro Chocolate King Poroshenko came to power. The confectionery mogul, whose business empire is valued at billions, was elected to lead Ukraine. The right man, the people thought, to unite the nation in times of civil war. After all, Poroshenko's promises were as sweet as his candy.
Just told you that my first visit would be to Donbass, to speaking with the people of Donbass.
That visit to the conflict zone never happened. In fact, just days after winning the election, Poroshenko's tune changed.
The Donetsk People's Republic will be classified as a terrorist organization worldwide.
That hasn't happened either, but the promises got grander.
The anti-terrorist operation shouldn't and won't last months. It should and will be over in hours.
It's now lasted 14 months and the death toll is in the thousands. And the chocolatier-in-chief has changed his mind again.
We will be fighting to the bitter end, to the last drop of blood.
But the promises kept coming.
From the start of 2015, all Ukrainians will have the right to visit EU countries without a visa.
A disillusioned Europe has denied Ukraine visa-free travel. The list of setbacks goes on, but there are pledges that he did keep. Poroshenko has radically increased the size of the military and spending on it, as promised. He has banned the display or praise of Ukraine's Soviet past, while recognizing wartime nationalists who helped the Nazis murder thousands of Jews as heroes. He has also begun cutting business taxes in Ukraine, though that's a drop in the ocean. Under Poroshenko, inflation has hit 60%. The economy has shrunk by a fifth, and it is in shambles. But what do the people think?
I think it's been terrible. He promised if he came to power, the war would be over in 2 weeks. There is no peace, there is only war.
This year has been difficult for him. There were successes and failures.
It's been a total mess. I don't think I have any other words.
It has been a hard year for Ukraine and Poroshenko, but the Chocolate King says that life will get better, and that's a promise. Morad Gazdiev, RT.
To more world headlines this hour, a soldier has opened fire on his colleagues at a military base in the Tunisian capital. At least 7 people were killed and 10 injured in the shooting. The attacker himself was later shot dead by security forces. A nearby school was evacuated as a precaution. Massive floods have hit Texas and Oklahoma in the US, with reports of at least 2 people dead. The deluge was caused by record-breaking levels of rainfall. 2,000 people were forced to flee their homes. Emergency crews are working in the area to help those marooned by the disaster. Now, many of us may love fast food, but one English village takes it to the very extreme. This cheese rolling festival in Gloucestershire is said to date back to Roman times. Thousands gather to charge down a steep hill after a wheel of cheese, and the winner can then take home a whole slab of double Gloucestershire. There may be plenty of laughs, but unsurprisingly, there's plenty of injuries as well. And it must taste good for all those bruises. Well, Afshin Ratanzi's next with the latest edition of Going Underground. Stay with us.